Hello and welcome to Pelicans Report, a show devoted to news about the New Orleans Pelicans and the NBA. I'm Jimmy Smith, Pelicans columnist for NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune, and I'm joined today by Pelicans beat writer John Reid. And John, on Friday we witnessed an offensive explosion by this team against the Minnesota Timberwolves, setting 9 different records in a 139-91 win. And then we watched Monday night as they blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter against Portland. But that Minnesota game was really something to behold.
Yeah, probably the best game that they've played since they've been in New Orleans. Just the ball movement was great. They were able to make threes. Everybody contributed to that win, and just 80-point first half was something that's not very common in the NBA, and everything was clicking. It really showed the potential of this basketball team from their ball movement and the three-point shooting, and it just looked like everything was in place for that game against the Timberwolves. And that's the way they got to play throughout the season. You know, even though Minnesota's a struggling team, but the way they really punched at them, and really, it wasn't just Anthony Davis in this game. Everybody contributed, and their ball movement was just superb.
Right, and here we just saw an alley-oop from Drew Holiday to Anthony Davis. Drew Holiday hit his first 5 shots, went 9 of 10 for the game, one of his best offensive efforts.
And you know what? I mean, 66% shooting, that's what they finished that game up with, but they shot 72% in the first half, and just basically striking the first punch and continuing to add to the lead. No lulls, no low scoring, continue to really attack their defense, you know. And many times, but especially last season, when I thought that they would play to the competition, you know. This team didn't have their best player. Ricky Rubio is out with an ankle sprain, and they just took advantage of it. I mean, they just took advantage of every weakness that this young Minnesota team has. They're just a young team, and that's the way you play. You move the ball, you get hands on the ball, you spread the floor, you beat them in transition, which is the strength of your team, and you keep punching, and that's what they did against Minnesota.
Now, Monday night against Portland, another strong third quarter, built up a double-digit lead, 15-16 points, collapsed in the fourth, couldn't hit a shot from the outside. Anthony Davis really couldn't get involved in the flow in that fourth quarter, and lost a game they should have won to a very good team in Portland.
That's a bad loss, Jimmy. I mean, to go in Portland and really, I thought they dominated the game for the first 3 quarters. I don't think that the Portland could really get in the offensive sets, and they just didn't play well, and that was forced by the Pelicans. In that fourth quarter, it just seemed like the bottom fell out. I thought they had bad matchups. I mean, you look at Tyreke Evans, Eric Gordon, and Drew Holiday. I mean, you're looking at, you know, guys not scoring. I mean, they were 0 for 14 among those 3 guys, and I mean, that's a bad stretch there for a team that's perimeter ordering. And I also thought that matchups wasn't good. In the final 9 minutes of the game, Alexis Agensa come out of the game. You pairing Ryan Anderson with Robin Lopez some, and also LaMarcus Aldridge, and didn't get enough rebounds, and I think you were asking Ryan Anderson to do things that he's not normal. He's a stretch 4. He's not known for inside post defender. And maybe you should have took one of your guards out who was struggling. I mean, Eric Gordon didn't take a shot in the fourth quarter, and maybe go with Ryan playing a 3 and then get Agensa back in the game, so at least can give you some rebounding. I thought that was a mistake.
Now, Tuesday night, hopefully Omar Ashik will be back. He missed Monday night's game with a sore lower back. Tough one again tonight in Sacramento against the Kings.
Well, they're playing tough, and they're scoring. I mean, we both know Coach Malone. He's a good coach, and he's been stressing defense for the last 2 seasons. I mean, you're looking at a team that's probably playing their best that they've played since about the last 6 seasons, and Cousins is going to be a load for the Pelicans to handle. The Marcus is playing very good, and Rudy Gay just signed a contract extension, and they're getting the ball in the bucket, and they're defending, and they're Darren Collison also has made a big difference for them to be a ball distributor. So they got their hands, and I also thought last night the starters probably played too many minutes going into a back-to-back game against a team that's going to push the tempo.
Well, it's going to be a challenging week, the rest of the week for the Pelicans. Thanks for being with us today, John. Thanks for joining us. And that's it for this edition of Pelicans Report. Join us on Thursday when we look back at the game against the Kings and this weekend's back-to-back against the Nuggets in Utah. I'm Jimmy Smith. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.